Welcome to the Gravel Grinding Boys bikepacking the Kettle Valley Rail Trail in beautiful British Columbia, Canada. From Midway to Hope by way of Penticton and Princeton, British Columbia, Canada. Day 4, Part 2. As a recap, we had planned on staying the night somewhere around the lakes, as I've come to call them. Somewhere around Osprey Lake to Chain Lake. And, well...
Where's the lake? I never saw the lake. Where is it at? We blew past it. Have we blew past it? What lake is this?
That's Chain Lake right there.
Oh my gracious.
For what?
Hey, come, how did we miss a lake?
We're gonna have to wild camp.
Look how close Princeton is.
How close? We could do it.
Here's how far from Chain Lake we've gone, but we'd ridden 4 to 7 kilometers or 3 to 4 miles past the turn to Chain Lake West Recreation Site. Do we turn around? Do we ride farther and find a spot to wild camp?
So it dawned on us that we make it about a 4-minute mile. In 20 minutes, we should have been at the lake in the campground. We totally blew past where we planned to camp tonight. We're not turning around. We're going to go find out what's ahead of us, and we're going to see how it works out. Ready? All right.
So we pedaled on and into the trail that we planned on riding on day 5, and not sure what we'd end up doing. We just pedaled forward and let the trail tell us what to do.
It stopped raining. That's a good thing. Well, I spoke too soon. There's some sprinkles. Sunshine's coming out, so I'm hopeful. We were tempted to ride on to Princeton. We can be there about 8 or 9 tonight.
Notice this, the sun is coming out. We've got full bladders of water, and though we blew past Chain Lake West Recreation Site, things were not so bad. We figured we'd ride on and see what we'd find. We were thinking about just finding a camping spot along the trail and pitching our tents, making dinner and sleeping the night.
I don't think that's a town.
It's a small town. Really
it's probably just a community. No, nothing there.
Yeah, that's what I think it is.
Okay, I don't think there's any camping.
Got it. We could do it here.
There's spots up here. Let me look around real quick and see. Looks nice and green and lush, but it also looks ticky and chiggery. And what are you camping here for, E? I don't want people running us off after we get set up. Let me go over here and look. Look at that deer. She's just looking at us. Still got her spots. At least deer pose for you, and bears run off too quick, which is a good thing.
We decided just to keep riding and, well, we didn't know.
Okay.
Ooh, this is exciting.
Yeah.
That's dumb, isn't it?
No, it's not.
I went from being the kid who would, I can't do anymore, to like, it's just 70 miles in the dirt.
Okay, let's go across and see what they got to give us on the other side. There is a big rock here to work on. I'll be back. I'm gonna go across. And I'll let you know if the other side is better. Well, I like that big rock we had to work with back there. Okay, I'm gonna go back. So we were going to stay at the Chain Lake campground, and we blew past it. And then we decided we'd come see what was here. We met some guys on some side-by-sides there where we were looking at the deer, and they said we should just come here. There's a tunnel ahead. I don't know where. But what we're going to do is he's going to cook up some dinner. Not really cook, but he's going to make up some basically some tacos with just meat, tortillas, and some seasoning, and that's it. And we're going to gobble up a couple of those. He's going to have some tea. Look at that tea. Yeah. And me, I'm going to go ahead and drink one of my beers. It's going to be warm, and it's not going to be super delicious, but I bet you after today, it's going to be quite yummy.
Hey, you have it with you.
Oh, I can have those?
Mm-hmm. I'm not really sure what to expect from this whole seasoning thing. We'll say the paint is kind of weird, or like blurred off. Oh yeah, look at that.
Look at that. That one's going to be mine. I'm going to put my beer down. Oh my gracious, that looks too good to eat. Mm-hmm. Thank you, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, here's what we're going to do. It's 6:14 at night. Princeton is 2 hours and 22 minutes away, puts us around 9 o'clock getting there, maybe 9:30. We're going to try to find our motel and see if they'll check us in early, like a day early, or switch our reservations, whatever they can do for us. But we're just going to blow through. I don't know how many miles we'll get today, but we'll worry about that at the end of the day and see where we ended up. But for the most part, we're about to just enjoy the evening here in British Columbia, Canada, on a bicycle. We are exhausted, but we have some makeshift tacos, a half a beer, and a glass of iced tea, only it wasn't iced. And now we're ready to go. Okay, walk it over that hump. Don't get a pinch flat. That's the last thing we need tonight, because we camping if we get a flat. And down there, the nails are showing because of all the ATVs that have rusted up, beat it up. So don't hit a nail head.
So just go slow, basically.
Yeah, when you get up there, just ease it down, but don't.
Slow or?
No, you're good here, but when you get up there, don't hit a nail head.
On the end.
Yeah, don't let a nail head go through your tire. And when you go fast over this thing and you got power, it tends to rip up the wood and the trail bed, of course. There we go. This should be mainly downhill, so we're going to see what happens. If it gets cold, we'll put our jackets on.
If you're enjoying this video, consider a thumbs up, clicking on that subscribe button, and giving a little ring on that bike bell.
We're wanting to call the motel and we'll ask them whether or not we can stay the night. But we don't have enough data signal. We're still doing some climbing. Once we get to the top, and before the way down, we're going to see if we get a better signal, and we're going to call. Oh, this is like the beach. We never even oiled this morning. Okay. Hey, wait. We've delegated the duty of searching for a motel room. The motel we have a reservation for tomorrow night, they said they're booked. And that's crazy because it's like in the middle of a week on a weeknight, but it is late at night. We're talking 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night. So it makes sense. We've snoozed and hopefully we won't lose. But she's going to look around, see if they can find accommodations for us, and we'll go from there. I'm going to text her real quick and say if she finds reservations, just to grab them. Let's go. Got to make it to town before 9. What?
I think you would like this bike.
Yeah, I would.
Tires are so fat that when it comes to rocks, you can't dodge me as well. Where when I stay like mobile with my toes, I can just kind of like do this.
Yeah. But I'm probably going to get that same bike with their custom bar.
Yeah.
That's a chicken.
Is it chicken?
No, that's a. What is that?
I don't know how to say. What are you doing? There you go. Trying to get the chase. There's no way that's going. Thank goodness. doing well, chicken.
He's checking signal. And I'm enjoying the view. Look at this. We must be on the north side of the hill. Perfect. Beautiful. All right, I'm gonna give him a call. So we called them. They don't have reservations. They don't have any room tonight. So we need to look up another motel for tonight. So that was disappointing, but it's not
We'll do that when we get there, though. There's no really...
Well, let's go ahead. If we can make reservations right now,
Yeah.
we'll be fine. Surprised that they're full.
I know.
It's a it's a Wednesday night.
It's they're full tomorrow too, but it's a Tuesday night and a Wednesday night.
Yeah.
There must be something going on.
I don't know.
You watch our luck.
Let's see how many miles we got.
We're flying through this. We got to be at least 15 in.
Okay.
10 in at least.
So we're dropping elevation. We're at 3,150 feet.
Okay. Man, we climbed.
Yeah, in 2.62 miles we turn and we get on a road.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but it's downhill.
Okay.
So it's downhill to town. We got an hour and 9 minutes before we get there.
So we're halfway there
So
from where we started.
it's 7:20. So 8:20, between 8 and 9 o'clock we'll get there.
Okay.
All right, you lead the way. from Mama. Got us a motel room. We'll have to move motels tomorrow, but I don't care. All right, here we go. Princeton, like I said, it always works out. As long as you don't do something stupid, it works out. So the trail takes a turn here toward Princeton. We got to get off the trail and get on the road, Princeton Summerlin Road. We're going to take a right. It looks like there may be, you know, I don't know what the issue is there, but that gate down the road, it looks like it means business. So we're not going to mess with it. We're just going to get on the road, and I think it's downhill to Princeton. So that's what we're going to do. But I do hate getting on the road, but I do know there's going to be some detours tomorrow. Well, rather not tomorrow, because we're going to stay a couple of nights in Princeton now. So it's looking good there, but getting to Hope is going to be challenging. I know it will be with some detours, but we're not worried about that right now. We got our motel room lined up. Mama was successful in finding us a motel room, and that's good news, ain't it? Yes, it is. So we'll have to switch motel rooms once we get there tomorrow, but at least we got a place to put our head tonight. We could just lay out here in the grass, Travis, camp out here, but I think we're gonna go to a motel room. It's not that we being sissies or we being weak. It's not that we being weak. It's just, gracious, after you see how many miles we went today and the elevation that we climbed, oh my gracious, then maybe you give us some forgiveness. We're ready. We're heading out, getting on the road.
Now turn right onto
Princeton Summerlin Road. I'm gonna take the rear, and he's gonna take the front. Hey, don't get too far. Okay, I got you. This should be downhill the whole way.
At our 100th kilometer, or 63rd mile, we once again found ourselves at a crossroad with Princeton Summerlin Road. We were uncertain as to the trail ahead and past this gate. At the time, the trail looked off limits, and the hour was too late to attempt to figure it out. Komoot told us to take the right onto Princeton Summerlin Road. I'll be back to research this, but for tonight, we took Princeton Summerlin Road. Let's take a quick look at the path we just took. Here's where we got on to Princeton Summerlin Road. We took this road to Belford Road, a dirt road that forked to the right.
Straight ones, it'll knock you over.
Yeah, I know. I started on brakes because the bumpy ones would do like that. At that speed, it doesn't matter.
No, you did fine. You didn't lose nothing.
Alright, we're almost right back on the trail. I can't imagine on a street bike. I was at 7 miles an hour.
You would have, yeah, but if you would have hit that cattle guard on a street bike, you'd have blown out and flipped. That's fine.
I was at least 40 miles an hour.
We were rolling. We're still rolling. All right. Don't fall. Awesome. Another trail?
I still don't know what he saw to let him know that this left turn was the way back to the trail. I would have totally blown past it. Looking back, this is where the gate was and where we took the ride onto Princeton Summerlin Road. That gate, well, I still wonder about that. The trail would have taken this route on the other side of that gate. However, I don't know if that gate opens the trail all the way up this way. Maybe, but the hour was late and we didn't have enough daylight to research. Our mapping app told us to turn right onto Princeton Summerlin Road. Looking at Ride with GPS's global heat maps, it does show activity on this section of trail. Strange. Other than our red line there marking our trip, there are no other indications, as per the heat maps, that others have ridden the Princeton Summerlin Road down to Belford Road and then back on the trail. But I will say this. That ride down Princeton Summerlin Road and over to Belford Road, wow, what a rush that was. Just be cautious over those cattle guards. I found that the areas on those cattle guards that go straight, your bicycle tire tends to want to follow that path. If you're not dead straight in that same direction, you may fall over. And you don't want to fall over at that speed. And so here we are, getting back on the trail and headed to Princeton on a beautiful evening. And it was absolutely beautiful.
What'd you say?
That's what we were supposed to be on back there.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why it's open. I bet you can run around that fence.
Yeah, I'm not going to risk it. Yeah, sometimes they say detour and you don't, and then you have to detour and you get to the other end,
Yeah.
and then you look back going, well, that end's open too. Yeah, it's open,
Yeah.
but you're just going to have to turn around. This is nice. Yeah, recovery days are okay after a day like today. I didn't have any days like today in Washington, except for the last one.
Yeah. I don't know, like, I gotta be honest, I don't feel that gassed at all.
You're excited, yeah, you're motivated. It's all, like I said, it's mental.
Yeah.
Mental. And a lot of people think it's physical. It is, but it's more mental.
But like, even to that degree, like, I just don't feel that spent. Like, I feel like even then, like, there's like still like a filter that, I don't know, I just don't feel under that filter.
Yeah.
I'm like that done.
You feel okay?
Yeah, I feel like really good. Like, I feel like I could do like a ton more miles today.
Oh yeah.
I know that
Yeah.
sounds weird, but like,
We'll save that because it might turn out to where we're like, let's just go from Princeton to Hope.
yeah.
Do 100 kilometers. Like,
Oh, that's only 100 kilometers?
I don't know, it might be 100 miles, but
Wait, no, let's look at that tonight.
we'll look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we can have a recovery day and just. straight across? Huh? Straight across? I got it. We'll watch the cars. Straight across. Okay. Let's let him come on through. He don't look like he's in the business of stopping. Got it? Got it.
Coming into Princeton, rather, coming into any town after being so in the backcountry is surreal.
Hello. Hi.
Princeton is a very nice town with plenty of lodging, restaurants, and great places to stock up for the next 2 days. This will be really the last and best place to stock up for the next 2 days of travel.
Don't get run over.
We'll stay in Princeton for tonight and stay in Princeton all day tomorrow as a recovery day. We ended up traveling 113 kilometers or 70 miles from Penticton to Princeton. We climbed a total of 1,112 meters or 3,650 feet and enjoyed a blissful downhill of over 800 meters or 2,625 feet. Today was another good day. Tomorrow, we'll hang around Princeton, enjoy a few restaurant meals, spend time at the coffee shop, stock up on supplies, and contemplate the trail ahead of us. There are many, many unknowns.
There we are.
Hey.
No motor, no nothing.
No motor. This is cool. Look at this.
As of summer 2024, the locals say much of the Kettle Valley Rail Trail from Princeton to Tulameen was washed out after a flood that also jeopardized the community's potable water source. As of summer 2024, there's a boil advisory in Princeton. We're contemplating that bridge across the Tulameen River. Those locals also told us the bridge is either washed out or has burned. We have a full day tomorrow to contemplate what's next.
Okay, let's do it. We can do this one last climb. We got it in us. One more. It'll be fun coming down. Oh my gracious, I don't know if I got it in me. Hello, granny gear. That's what I'm talking about.
Turn off your lights.
Thank you for watching Bikepacking the Kettle Valley Rail Trail in beautiful British Columbia, Canada. From Midway to Hope by way of Penticton and Princeton, British Columbia, Canada, Day 4. Be sure to find out how this all turns out on Days 5 and 6. If you've enjoyed this video, consider giving us a thumbs up, clicking on that subscribe button, and giving a bit of a bing on that bike bell.
Best day so far, huh? Okay, now this is going to be really hard to do, especially on this curve. We'll get the front tire turned and up. Oh my gracious, look at this. Look at these little steps. Struggled up all those steps and look at that.